In this section, we'll be looking at how to support an argument based on evidence-based reasoning. Usually in academic writing, an argument is expected. Making an argument requires you to express your point of view on a subject matter and support it with evidence. Now, what is valued in academic writing is that your opinion is based on evidence-based reasoning drawn from scholarly literature. Let's have a go at looking at some excerpts from different students' writing. I'd like you to notice two things in the writing and offer feedback comments to the students to improve their argument. First, notice the logic of the argument, the soundness of it. Second, look at the quality of evidence that is used to back up the argument. Each of these excerpts are unrelated. Click on the link to go to the document. You should stop the video recording here. Have you given feedback on the student's writing? This is an opportunity for you to practice making judgment. So if you have not done so, do it now. You can go to this link to see the tutor's comments on the excerpts. It's a form of feedback for your thinking about the quality of the arguments presented. Download the PDF, click on the individual bubbles to see the comments. From these 20 excerpts, we're able to generate a grounded checklist of what you should consider to strengthen your argument. I will go through this 6-point checklist with you now. Firstly, to make a strong argument, you need to cite sources and not make generalizations. Avoid writing general statements like there are many research findings or there are many case studies showing this and that without indicating relevant citations. Secondly, read the author's intended meaning and not make inferences or overextend the original ideas. Stay true to the source. Thirdly, consider the original context of the reading and not replicate ideas in a reductionist manner. In the example that was given, the student had drawn from the chapter by Lipnevich et al. 2017, which was writing about a model of student response. The student had taken ideas from this context about how students respond to feedback and came up with a laundry list or checklist of feedback characteristics that are important for long-term learning. Fourthly, demonstrate conceptual clarity. Here, tutors are usually looking for two things when it comes to conceptual clarity. Firstly, prove that you understand the assessment concepts or theory by being precise in the use of assessment terms. Number two, a demonstration of your ability to use or apply the material in ways that go beyond what you have read or heard. Next, offer good evidence-based reasoning and not make strong assertions. Avoid using words like I strongly disagree or I believe without backing up your assertions. Finally, offer salient characteristics of the identified context and not assume that the reader has the background knowledge of your specific context. The better papers we have read addresses the task requirements specifically by discussing an assessment and learning challenge in their specific context. For example, in a subject classroom or feedback practice in schools, rather than discussing in broad generalities. So we hope that the grounded checklist may be a useful post-writing tool you can use to ensure that your arguments are backed up with evidence-based reasoning.